We're continuing on with our command line with Java and how to do compilation and execution of the code in the command line. We're going to do a much more complex one using packages this time. So I've already navigated to the directory I'm looking for. Again, you always need to make sure you're in the directory you're working with to make life a lot easier. So I just use my cd command to go ahead and get to where I'm looking for. I'm inside the source folder. Let's go ahead and do an ls to see what's inside there. As you can see, I've got a package called demo, so we'll look inside that. So we'll cd to demo and ls again, and there's controller in the model package. And we'll cd to controller and ls again. And as you can see, there's a couple files in there. And we're going to go to model and look inside it. As you can see, there's a file inside that. So we've got 3 files inside that we need to compile and run so we can make this work. So I'm going to go ahead and go to cd ... to just go back up again. So I'm back up here in the demo. cd ... go back into the source folder. So I'm back right there at the root level of the project that we can work for this. And we'll go cd one more just to go all the way up. So we're just inside the project. So complex package demo. We're right here at the very beginning of what we're looking for. And so we're now at the very heart of this. We want to go ahead and compile this. And again, we don't want to compile every single file one at a time. So we're going to use that trick of using the .java, the wildcard, so we can grab all the files. We're also going to have it set so we can compile everything by the groups of the packages, because we have 2 different piles of information, and we can't just say, oh, hey, compile the controller folder, or compile the model folder, the package like that. We have to actually specify the path for them so we can make that work. So in order to do that, we'll just do the same standard Java C command. So again, we're going to start off with the command with Java C. We're going to do the -d bin to specify we want to put this in the bin folder. That's the directory we're putting all of our compiled class files to. And again, you have to make sure you create that file in advance before you do this. So make sure you've already created that. I've already done that, so that's just making it a little bit easier. And then we're going to put the path for the packages we're working with. So source and then slash, and then we're going to do the demo folder and then controller and then *.java. Because I want to do all the files inside that. And then again, we're going to also do the model package. So I do source / demo, and then again a slash, and then model, and then *.java to compile all of those files. So again, I'm compiling all the files from both packages, the model package right here, and the controller package right here. And so I can separate as many packages as I want by just using a space between them. Makes it really easy. And so again, Java C, the Java compiler command, the -d flag, and then where I want to store this in a folder that's already been created, I just put it in bin. Makes life easy. Press the enter key. It's compiled all the files because we don't have an error. That's how we know it works. It's the great thing on the command line. If you don't get an error, you're good to go. And now, in order to run this, it's a little bit different again as well. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go into the bin folder. So I'm going to go cd and then bin. And if we do an ls inside here, you can see we have a demo. And inside the demo, we cd inside that and look inside it. And ls, and hey, look, there's our controller and model. And cd controller. ls, hey, we've got our runner class and our controller class. We've got the stuff we need. Now, I'm running the controller class. If I just write in Java space and then runner, right? Because that's what we did earlier. Oh no, I couldn't find or load class main runner because I haven't actually told Java how to do that, because again, this is a package-based structure, so I have to make sure that I give it the right information for this. So the first thing we have to make sure we do is we need to make sure we update the class path for the current project. Now I'm on a Linux box, so I have to again go ahead and use the Linux style structure for that. So let's check and see where our class path is right now so we can see that we've got the correct information. So we're going to go echo class path. And class path right here. Oops, did that wrong. I'm going to echo and then $ class path. And my class path is empty. I haven't actually done anything with it, so it doesn't know where to run that code. So I have to actually tell the class path where I'm working with. And I have to put the path that we're working with separated by colons for this inside a Linux box or a Mac box like I'm on. But if you're in a Windows box, you're going to separate the paths that we're working with semicolons. But it's the same basic process. So I'm just going to put the directory path of where we're looking for on this. So I'm going to start with the tilde for my home directory, and then a slash, and then documents, and then I'm going to go into my AM package, and then we go inside my complex package demo, and I'm going to go into the bin folder, and then I want to put a package for where all the Java files are. So, or excuse me, all the Java files are, where all the class files are. And so I have my bin slash, and then so I'm going to put inside here also my controller. Silly Henriksen, I forgot that it was actually did need to be inside my bin folder for that. So again, I navigated back to the bin folder. So I'm inside my bin folder, and I'm going to say that my java-cp, and I'm going to do the current directory where I'm inside that bin folder. What I've already specified is the class path, and then I use that fully clarified name for the class. So in this case, demo.controller.runner, so I'm going to go inside and run that package. And I had no teacher specified exiting, so it compiles, it runs, and it gives us a sad kitty face. Tears, I know. So we've got that working, so it'll actually go for and make that happen. Just have to remember the proper process for that. So again, before we do the next step, let's go do a quick review of what we did for that. So again, we get to the directory that we're working with. We start off with that, go to the source directory, and then in order to compile all the packages at once, it's really not that bad. All I have to do right here is I do the javac-d bin. So I specify that pre-existing folder we've already made, and then I list the packages that I want to work with. In this case, I have source/demo/controller *Java, so I can get all the files. Again, all the files inside the model package as well. And then, because there's no error message, we know it works. It's great. And then in order to run the code, we can't simply just do like we normally do when we just simply tell it to run. We first have to give it a class path. And make sure you use the $sign we're talking about. That way it refers to the system variable for class path so you can see what's inside it. And when we set the class path, we separate the different pieces in Linux land with a colon. If you're in Windows land, you can use a semicolon, but the same basic approach works. And then export that back into class path. And you can see when I did the echo class path again, we saw that class path in there. I then need to go into my bin folder. And then so I just do CD or change directory, get back in that folder. And I run the java-cp, and then with a CP flag, specifying the current directory and that. And as you can see right here, because I ran the CP directory with nothing in there, there's no teacher specified, and it's exiting. And so we had it running right there. Now, that's a quick little demo like that. It ran and did nothing fun. But we also want to make this so it's even better than that. And so as you can see, there's no teacher specified. This is how we can do even more with this. So again, that's just the quick review as we compile it with the Java-C. Once we've set the class path, we're in the bin folder, we run the java-cp, specify the current directory, and do the fully qualified name of the class, and it'll run that program appropriately. That's to do for the more complex version of that. Thanks again, and we'll take a look at some more things as we go along. Cheers.